Alright family, we are back with a butterfly build. You all have been asking me a lot for my butterfly build ever since you all see me play her on stream. So yeah, I'm going to be telling you all my butterfly build now and why I use her the way that I use her and explain how I'm using her. So basically, when I use butterfly, I like to go in just balls deep, just all damage, man. I just want to destroy some people because I feel like that's how I get the most value out of her. And in order to play this way, I will say it's not something that everybody can do. I don't have any backup plan. It's just all attack. It's just attack, attack, attack. You have to know when to attack, you have to know how to attack, and it's really just all damage. Like you're not going to have any survivability using the build that I'm giving you. That's why this build is not going to work for everyone. So I do want to make that clear from the start. It's not going to work for everyone because some people need the survivability aspects of the build, and that's not what mine's offer. You really have to be aware. You have to read the minimap, you have to read everyone's health, you have to know if you can get in there and kill somebody and then get your ultimate quick enough, and if there's somebody else in the area low enough where you can kill them again quickly. Like if you got one person with low health and then everybody else on the team has full health, you don't want to go diving into that because you might be able to kill that one person, but even using your ultimate, there might not be another person that you can kill. So you have to keep that in mind. But yeah, it takes a lot of decision making. Even though you do a lot of damage, like the best part about this is a lot of times you can just completely burst people's health down to zero. So even if they have full health, you can take out quite a few people with a few attacks. So yeah, that's the one reason I love this build. But let's actually get into the build so you can actually see in better detail what I'm talking about. So starting out with the first item, we have Flashy Boots. That gives us 10% cooldown. The unique passive gives us a movement speed and it's 60. So basically, we want to be able to move. We want to be able to get in and out of places quick. That way we can do a lot of damage and then run and get out of there. So yeah, you want that movement speed, you want it to be crazy, and also you want to use your abilities as frequently as possible. So of course we're going to go for that cooldown. We want to be able to keep using our abilities as much as we can, because yeah, obviously that's where all of our damage is going to be coming from. So yeah, we want to try to have those ready to go. And yeah, the movement speed, you have to be able to go and help your teammates if your teammates need help. You have to be able to defend your tower, everything. So yeah, there's so many reasons why you want to have on this item. So it's just huge. Moving on to the next one though, we have the Beast. That gives us 100 attack damage and 25% lifesteal. Now this is a big item because of that damage. That damage is absolutely crazy, but also you have some lifesteal. So when you go in there, you burst somebody down, you're going to get some health back. You're going to get all that health back, and then you can keep bursting people and you're just going to keep getting health back. Like it's been so many times where I had the tiniest drop of health and someone thought that I was going to be an easy kill, and I just burst them down because as I burst them down and took them down super quickly, my health was coming back. So they didn't expect it. Like literally, I have been one shot so many times, and then you just hit that ultimate, she just vanished, and then she be on top of you, destroying you. Like it's just really nothing that you can do in that situation, because you don't really expect somebody who can literally die if you sneeze on them to be able to just come back and do an insane amount of damage. So yeah, I've been in situations like that and people just got caught completely off guard because I use this build in the way that I go about it. Yeah, it's havoc once you master it. But moving on to the next item here, we have Fenrir's Tooth. That gives us 200 attack damage. As far as the unique passive, it increases all damage dealt by 30% when the target's health is below 50%. So if you get the target's health low, it's going to increase the amount of damage you put out. And then you have 200 more damage at all times. So that's a crazy amount of damage. That's actually insane. So that's one of the big things. Like as you can see, I go for a lot of damage. When I go after somebody, I don't want to, because we don't have health, because we don't have all these things in armor to keep us alive and stuff like that, I don't want to waste anything. I want to just make sure that when I go after you, you're going down. I don't care if you got armor on, I don't care what you have on. I want to make sure when I go at you, you have the greatest chance of going down. So that's what I focus on with this build. Moving on to the next item, we have Rank Breaker. Rank Breaker gives us 100 attack damage, 10% cooldown. It increases our movement speed by 10% after exiting battle, and it also increases our armor pierced by 100 times the hero's level times 10. So basically we can pierce through armor like crazy. It gives us the ability to pierce through armor. It gives us some movement speed after we exit the battle, so we can kind of escape and do whatever we got to do. And also it gives us the cooldown and attack damage. And the reason that this is a huge deal, the reason that this is like a massive deal, is because the cooldown, like I said, we can use our abilities a lot more. That's huge. That's huge for a hero like this, because my abilities, when I'm using this build, like I can burst people like crazy. So the more that I can keep bursting them with damage, they're not going to be able to survive that. So yeah, that's why you can kind of survive. You can survive a lot without having armor, without having health. The reason that you can survive is because you do so much damage, and then you basically get all that health back from lifesteal, because you can do a crazy amount of damage in a blink of a freaking eye. So it's like, yeah, it's just completely unfair. When you really actually think about it and when you actually start using the build, you'll notice how you don't really need health or armor, because by the time they get your health down, you burst them already and you get all that health back. So it's kind of cheap in that way, honestly. But hey, I mean, it's amazing. So, and then the damage, of course, you want to be able to damage them and do crazy stuff like that. So yeah, that's dope. But moving on to the next item here, we have Omni Arms. That gives us 70 attack damage, 15% attack speed, 10% lifesteal, 10% cooldown speed, and 500 max health. And then as far as the passive, it says after using an ability, the next normal attack within 5 seconds deals 100% more physical damage and a 2-second cooldown. So of course this gives us even more damage. Like this just amplifies the amount of damage that you're capable of doing. And then of course the damage, like 70 damage, and not just the passive, the 70 damage, once you add that on, that's crazy as well, because it's added on to everything else. And then it gives us a little bit of attack speed. You want to be able to attack fast as possible, and then this gives us even more lifesteal. So that's what's crazy as well. Now then also the 10% cooldown, like literally everything we've been going for, the cooldown, the attack speed, the being able to burst people with damage, like all of that is amplified using this item. So yeah, it's just completely madness once you get to this item. Once you get this far in, it's pretty much over already at this point. But yeah, moving on to the next item we have here, we have Mira Masa, and that gives us 80 attack damage, 10% cooldown speed, and then armor pierce, 45% armor pierce. Now this is big again because of the damage and the cooldown, so we already know what that's going to do. We can use our abilities way more frequently. It's like they come back, we can just non-stop spam abilities at this point. Basically we can non-stop spam abilities, and then we can pierce through armor. So if people are wearing armor and stuff like that, that doesn't mean they're going to be able to withstand getting bursted by me. I'm still going to be able to cut through armor a little bit using this item. And also the way I set up my Arcana on this hero, you can use you can burst through a lot of more stuff, and then you also get a lot more cooldown reduction as well. So yeah, I mean lifesteal as well. So yeah, it's just crazy. It's crazy the setup, it's crazy this build, and it's just absolutely insane. It's a lot of fun using this build, and I want you all to try this and let me know what you think about it. But that's pretty much it. That's all we have to talk about when it comes to this hero. Let me know what you all think of this build, and what build do you use on her. I know a lot of people got that item on her where you can come back to life once you die. That's a really good item on her, I think. And then you have some people run armor and stuff like that so they can have more survivability. I just find that this works best for me and my playstyle, because I just keep constantly killing people, and it's the way that I move too and the way that I maneuver. So once you really get that down, I'm gonna make a guide on how I play her and how I think that and how you can best play her the way that I do. And yeah, so I'm gonna make a guide on that coming soon. But yeah, let me know what you all think about the video. Let me know what you all think about the build, and let me know your build as well. And also tell me in the comment section, what hero would you like me to do next. But that's pretty much it, y'all. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'm gonna catch you all on the next one, man. Peace out.